Alrighty, so today was a huge day for Nintendo fans because they were looking forward to the Nintendo Direct mini partner showcase. Yes, it's not your full Nintendo Direct, you're not getting first party stuff, but instead you're getting third party stuff, and I always find those very interesting to see, well, what games are coming to the Nintendo Switch from third party developers, are there any surprises, is there anything new? And honestly, this presentation was pretty good overall. There was some surprises, some stealth drops as well. So we're going to talk about what happened during this presentation, what the games announced were, and what I think about them. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Hit the bell notification as well. Without any further ado, let's talk about this presentation. We kick things off with Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak information. I feel like we've seen enough of this, and that's coming from a Monster Hunter fan. I absolutely adore Monster Hunter Rise, but I feel like we just keep seeing this over and over again. Obviously, it's coming out very soon. Obviously, it looks really cool. They've added in a bunch of stuff to it to make it a really expansive expansion pack. But I've just seen enough of this personally. This, of course, is all coming out very soon. Nier Automata was announced for the Nintendo Switch. Comes out on October 6th with DLC included. I've never played this game. I've heard it's very good. It does look a bit weebish for me, and I'm not the biggest weeb in the world, but I think it does look pretty cool. It's nice to see a game like this come over to the Nintendo Switch. It's a Square Enix published title. So I think a lot of people are going to be excited for this. There was a lot of sort of Japanese influence stuff during this presentation for the Nintendo Switch, which shouldn't come as a huge surprise to anyone. But yes, Nier Automata is coming out on October 6th. Next up was a game called Lorelei and Laser Eyes. I didn't really understand what the hell this was. Comes out in 2023 though. I guess we'll see more of it between then and now. Super Bomberman R2 was announced. This game will also be coming out in 2023. It has a new mode that's kind of like a tower defense style thing where it's like 15 people try to take out one person who kind of has like the map covered, and he's like throwing bombs down. So it's kind of like an ascending thing where you're trying to get to the top to take out this person. Pretty cool concept. Obviously, you're going to have your classic Bomberman stuff in there as well. I thought it looked pretty cool. Like I said, 2023. Mega Man Battle Advanced Legacy Collection was announced next for the Nintendo Switch. Kind of a deep cut with these games. I don't think a whole hell of a lot of people, really got into these. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a huge market for these games. But yes, a compilation of like 10 games will be coming to the Nintendo Switch in the Mega Man Battle Advanced Collection. So, that's pretty cool. Pac-Man World Repack, which is a remake of Pac-Man World Repack, which is a remaster of Pac-Man World. I've actually never played this game, and I've always thought it looked cool, but I never played it, so I'm definitely going to check this out. This was honestly something I thought looked really cool. It comes out on August 26th. It's basically Pac-Man in a, platformer style game. I think that's a pretty cool concept. The game seemed to be well received when it came out during like the GameCube era, so I will be checking this out. Blanc is a game where you play as a fawn and a wolf to help each other out. I don't know, it's kind of like a co-op experience. You could play it online. I guess that's kind of cool. A little bit of the artsy-fartsy, as I like to say, but hey, I think there are some people who will enjoy it. Guybrush Threepwood is back with Return to Monkey Island coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now, although I know the main character's name, I've never played one of these games because I don't really like point-and-click games. Just never my style. You kind of had to have a PC growing up to sort of get into these. I'm actually playing the new, well, not new, but the Blade Runner release on the Nintendo Switch, which is a point-and-click style game. It's okay. It's something, I don't know, maybe I could try to get into it. But yes, Return to Monkey Island was showcased for the Nintendo Switch. And then we got a big game, all right? A game that involves a first-party character, Mario. Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope, obviously it's Mario, we're not like Bob Wolf over here, was the next game shown. This actually leaked, of course, because Ubisoft's a bunch of morons, that it was coming out on October 20th, and yes, it is indeed coming out this year. They showed off some of the new gameplay mechanics for this game, and honestly, it looks great. Like, I think it looks as good as like a first-party Nintendo title. You know how Nintendo usually manages to get most of the juice out of their systems, and they have that art style that, you could look at it and be like, okay, this is probably a Nintendo game. I think they really captivated that with this game. The new gameplay mechanics look really fun. I'm sure there's a bunch of hidden stuff within the game as well, as far as new characters you'll be able to access. I actually think this looks really good. I'm glad this is coming out this year. There was a lot of questions, on whether or not this game was going to be a 2022 game. I honestly thought I wasn't going to be surprised if it got delayed until 2023, but hey, October 20th, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Everyone be excited. Next up was a stealth drop game called Little Noah and the Scion of Paradise. It's like a procedurally generated sort of 2D game. I don't know, they kind of went over it pretty quickly, so I didn't quite understand it, but it does come out today. You know, I think it looks kind of cool. I like the art style, kind of like a Vanillaware game. Railgrade was up next. You want to build railways and be a railway man? You could be a railway man. This game comes out later in 2022. I understand you're trying to get a good plethora of stuff here, but I don't think many people are like, holy shit, the Railgrade's coming out. We need to get Railgrade. This is great. I'm so excited. Next up, we had RPG Time Legend of Right, which this was kind of weird. It's not right as in R-I-G-H-T. It's W-R-I-G-H-T. It's kind of like a pun, I guess, because it's a weird game where you draw in an RPG in a notebook. Like you're turning the pages, and each page is like an RPG that you're drawing. It's kind of interesting. I didn't completely understand it, but I think it does have some potential. August 28th is the release of this game. And this next thing was arguably my favorite thing from this presentation, and everyone can kiss my ass because I've been railed over the coals about Sonic Frontiers. And Sonic Frontiers, it looks bad, it looks stupid, and I've always been like, no, you know, maybe Sega is just incompetent at making a freaking trailer for this game. Maybe Sega just doesn't know how to market this game properly. And today I had confirmation of that because Sonic Frontiers was shown next, and this was by far the best trailer we have seen from this game. It showed exploration, it showed combat, it showed a little bit of story, it showed a new thing called cyberspace, which are like these zones where they're more traditional linear levels that look kind of like Sonic Adventure, where you're trying to do something and then you get to the end and you get like a piece of a puzzle or something. I don't know. I was too excited when I saw these zones to kind of listen to what the hell the guy was saying, but this looks great. Okay, maybe not great. It looked good, okay? It looked a hell of a lot better than we have seen thus far from this game, and I am once again excited for it. Holiday season, I hope it's a 2022 game, but yes, they even had a good soundtrack with like nice djenty guitars in it. I was very impressed by this. I think they potentially saved this game. They made it make a bit more sense. They showed off the whole cyberspace stuff, which, terrible name. Like, come on, dude. Cyber is this 2000? Like, you could have came up with something better than that, but you know what? I have hope once again in Sonic Frontiers. Next up, Disney's Dreamlight Valley was shown, and it's like Animal Crossing with Disney stuff. It looks like it's going to be a heavily microtransaction style game. There's like an open beta for it and crap like that. It's like, okay. Gameloft is making it, who of course is known for games on mobile devices. So I don't know, just play Animal Crossing. Live Alive! I've been saying it wrong this whole entire time. This whole entire time I've been saying it wrong, and I feel like an idiot, but Live Alive is how you say it. Got a little trailer. It's got a free demo going up today. I will be playing that when I'm done with this video because I'm looking forward to that. Doraemon Story of Seasons. I don't know what the hell this was. It was like, I guess I'm supposed to know who Doraemon is. I've never heard of Doraemon. He's like some weird little character. It's a farming game, kind of like Harvest Moon, whatever. Dragon Quest Treasures was up next. This is a cool looking game. A new Dragon Quest spin-off game. That's what I was trying to say. Where you basically recruit monsters who like battle for you in real time on the field. You find treasure and then you use that treasure to expand your home base, make it bigger, make it cooler and stuff like that. I like what I saw from this. Kind of looks like the 3DS games, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. This game comes out on December 9th. Very cool looking game. We got a little sizzle reel up next with No Man's Sky, Plague Tale Requiem, the Cloud Edition. Don't play cloud games because they usually don't run all that great. Hey, you want another stealth drop? Get another stealth drop with the Portal Companion Collection. Yes, comes out today actually. I don't care. You know, my brain can't handle most of these puzzles. My brain can barely handle waking up during the day. But hey, you know what? Portal Companion Collection comes out today. Harvestella was a game that was up next. It's an action RPG-esque game. It didn't really click with me. Like, and I usually kind of like action RPGs, but this game just didn't really super click with me. I don't know. It was one of the, you know, tail end announcements. So I feel like this was supposed to be a big thing for a lot of people, and maybe it is. And if it is, that's cool. Just for me personally, I was just kind of like, meh, you know, okay, looks all right. Looks like one of those games. And then finally, what did I say? What have I been saying this whole entire time? If you don't get Persona at the next Nintendo Direct, you're not getting Persona. All right, you little weeb, you're not getting it. You're not getting your anime style game with your weird weeb stuff. But you know what? You are getting it because you're a good son of a bitch. Persona was announced for the Nintendo Switch, the mainline games, and they're the exact same games that are coming to the Xbox. You have Persona 3 Portable, you have Persona 4 Golden, and yes, Persona 5 Royal Edition. It'll be coming out at the same time as the Xbox stuff is. Obviously, with Xbox, you can play them on Game Pass. With the Nintendo Switch, you can buy them because you will give them money. But hey, you know what? I'm glad to see this. It's not always about me. Most of the time it's about me, but this just seems like a franchise that people love. So it's nice to see these games finally come over to the Nintendo Switch. I do have to question though, and I'm just gonna call people out. I don't give a shit. Like, if people are freaking out about this on their streams about Persona coming to the Switch, it's like, are you even a Persona fan in the first place? Because wouldn't you have played these games already on the applicable systems? But that's a conversation for another day. Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, all mainline Persona games finally coming to the Nintendo Switch over the next few months. October is the first release date for Persona 5 Royal, and overall, I was kind of impressed with this presentation. Mario and Rabbids obviously got leaked, but that was a cool thing, you know, giving it a confirmation date, giving it a new trailer. I thought Sonic Frontiers, like, this potentially saved the game. Like, it looked really good. It looked a lot better than what we saw. It looked like a freaking video game. I was really impressed by what I saw with this. I know, I'm just trying to make it work, but I think it does have potential. Dragon Quest Treasures, I thought, looked really good as well. That was a game that just sort of came out of left field for me. Obviously, there's a lot of, Japanese influence with this stuff, and I'm not the biggest, Japanese game style fan in the world, but I thought there was enough good variety here. I would have liked to have seen like 1 or 2 bigger Western titles be announced during this. I thought that could have been really cool, but I guess if companies aren't making games, like, you can't talk about them, or maybe they just want to do things on their own time. But overall, it clicked all my check boxes, and that's something I always talk about. I like to see surprises, I like to see updates on games we know about with release dates, and I like to see stealth drops. I say this after every Nintendo Direct presentation, and really, we got to check all those check boxes because we got all those things. We got stealth drops, we got updates on games like Mario and Rabbids and Sonic Frontiers, and then we got surprise announcements. So overall, a pretty damn good partner showcase. I would say this is the best one that we've ever gotten. I like the first Monster Hunter one where they did that with Monster Hunter Rise. I thought that was really good because it was just like, I don't give a shit what happens next. Monster Hunter Rise looks awesome. But I think this one definitely took it to another level because there was just so much more variety. And now we have to sit here and wonder, what's Nintendo doing? What's the first party stuff? When are we getting that first party stuff? Will they do something like this for just first party stuff? I don't know. It's going to be an interesting few months though, but let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of this presentation. Did you enjoy it? What games stood out to you? What games were you kind of like, meh? And how excited are you now for Sonic Frontiers? Because that game is potentially saved, and it might actually be good. Might actually be good. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Hit the bell notification as well. Let me know everything what you thought about this Direct in the comment section down below. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.